Good morning, friends. Welcome to this day, that year. In this program, we meet you live every day in the morning and bring the historic events which had happened on that day. So today is September 21st. Let's find out what important has happened in our world. Well, the first information is very interesting. On September 21st, in the year 1513, the King of Scotland, his name was James V, he was crowned as a king when he was only 17 months old. I mean, imagine a situation when a 17-month-old baby becomes a king, how he would actually govern the kingdom. I mean, that is something very surprising. So this is something which happened on September 21st, 1513, which is regarding James V, the King of Scotland. The next one is about the French Revolution. In the year 1792, on September 21st, finally, the revolutionaries decided to abolish monarchy completely from the country of France. And they actually decided in a convention where unanimously they decided that France does not require any monarch to rule their country, and they had replaced monarchy with democratic processes. So this is very interesting. In 1792, on September 21st. Let's move to the next one. And this is about communication. And as you know that the first communication was established between countries using the telegraphic cables. In fact, in those days, the long cables used to be laid. There was a cable between India and UK during the British Raj. And in the year 1883, the first hotline using telegraph was established between US and Brazil on September 21st. So, you know, today our world is very advanced technologically, but this technology advancement has happened step by step, and this is something which is one of the steps in improving our communication. So friends, let's move to the next one. This is about the flight, and whenever we go to air shows, we are mesmerized by the acrobatic which are shown by the aircraft, especially the fighter aircraft. They can actually go up and down, take several types of spin, and also show their plus G maneuvers and also negative G maneuvers. But all of that started on September 21st in the year 1913, when the first aerobatic was actually conducted in France. And this aerobatic was basically first inverted flight, because in those days man was still learning and trying to understand the true potential of the flights and aeroplane. And in 1913, the first time aerobatic was conducted by a pilot in France. He was courageous enough. Remember this date. It is September 21st, 1913. Let's move to the next one. This is about space. We know that the Mariner program by NASA was aimed to study our planet Mercury closely, and most of the knowledge that we have today has come from this particular mission. And there are several Mariner aircraft which were sent to Mercury for study. So on September 21st, 1974, the Mariner 10th make the second flyby Mercury and shot a lot of images of Mercury. So this is something which is coming from the space, and again, just like the flight understanding, this is also a step-by-step advancement. So whatever Mariner did for scientists, there are other probes which are doing much more than these small probes which were sent in 70s. But remember, this was a big step. September 21st, 1974, when the Mariner 10 took the second flyby our planet called Mercury. Let's move to the next one. Well, we have also seen several Hollywood movies where they have shown that the Russian spies are defecting to US, but we have never seen any movie or any incident, at least publicly, we have not heard that a CIA officer has ever defected to the Eastern Bloc, which is Russia. So this has happened on September 21st. CIA officer, his name was Edward Lee Howard, and he was, he was sort of identified as a double agent or a spy, Russian spy, and he was confronted. So on his, when the authorities in the US confronted him, he actually got panicked and he flee to Russia. So, that proved the point that he was actually a KGB agent working as a CIA officer in the heart of United States. So this is something very interesting. September 21st, 1985, this incident happened. Let's move to the next one. Well, this is about miracles, and miracles do happen. We have no explanation. And this is something which happened in the year 1995 when we were all small kids studying in school. Well, for no reason, for almost a week, the Lord Ganesha statue started drinking milk across the world, and this has been, there is no explanation given so far. For about 10 days or a week, Ganesha Idol was drinking milk, and you bring the milk towards the mouth of the idol, and the idols are made of stones and different kinds of idol. It's not only one specific kind of idol. Even metal idols were drinking milk. There has been no explanation till date, and various scientists have tried to solve this puzzle. Some said that this is a capillary action which happened naturally, but no explanation so far available for this particular incident which happened in the year 1995 when the Ganesha idol across the world started drinking milk, and the milk will be sucked and disappear in oblivion. We don't know what happened to that milk, where it lands. So, people tried at home. All the Hindu families will have Ganesha idol at home, and all the idols across the world were drinking milk. This phenomena was first noticed on September 21st in the year 1995. Any of the viewer who are watching this, if they remember this or have any solution, feel free to send us a note right now, because we are live across all social media platforms. All right, let's move to the next one. This is again from the space. There is a requirement for defenses for Earth, because Earth, believe it or not, is actually sitting in a shooting alley, and bullets are the asteroids and the comets. They are normally shot at towards the inner solar system, and if the trajectory of these asteroid and the comets happen to intersect with the Earth's orbit, then we have a disaster. So it is our responsibility to look at various means of defending from such threats. And so as part of that project, there is an initiative by NASA called Deep Space, and they are trying to understand how comets and asteroid function, what is their chemistry, and are they solid or are they loosely bound rock, etc. So before we understand the threat, we know the threat, but we need to understand what type of threat that we are dealing with. So the Deep Space is a program specifically designed to study comets, and the first flyby of a deep space spacecraft, which is Deep Space 1, happened on September 21st in the year 2001. It's an important incident because after that, there are many things that has happened. And in fact, if you join us back at 11:30 today, again, we are covering one of the milestones specifically in our multiverse section today. Again, that program will be live. So join back, friends, if you're interested in knowing more about Deep Space program. Okay, let's move to the next one. This is about human evolution, and we know that the humans are the same. We may look different, but we are the same. our gene pool is identical, very very similar to each other. On the surface, we may look Caucasian, blacks, Chinese, and all kinds of different characteristics we show on the exterior, but all humans are related to each other. So how this would have happened, and from where the humans came? So finally, a lot of genetic studies were done to solve this puzzle, and there were 3 separate genetic studies were done, and their results were published on September 21st, 2016, where they found, because of the gene mutation across the world, how the spread of humans happened. All the humans were identified to have come from one place in Africa, in Botswana, where for some reason approximately 1500 to 2000 humans started to migrate, left Botswana, and we are all descendants of these 2000 individuals. This incident happened about 50 to 80,000 years ago. Specific date is very difficult to pinpoint using the genetic studies, but nevertheless, we are all related, and our ancestors came from a place called Botswana, deep south in Africa. So this result was published on September 21st, 2016. All right, let's move to the next one. Well, we have come to the end of our list today. There are several incidents that happened, but we have selected carefully what are important ones and what are something that we must remember, because these incidents have helped shape our world. And also we must remember these dates, because sometimes it is important to remember the dates of such incidents. So friends, thanks for watching our live stream on Akulmach Channel. Join us back again tomorrow. We will bring some interesting facts about tomorrow. So I will see you. Please take care, and catch you tomorrow again. Bye bye.